did not turn my face from you, my friend.
I saw you.
I saw you.
Victory.
Hey, what's up, guys? What is up, guys? How are you guys doing? Everyone doing well? Nice to see you guys too. Great now? Good, good. I'm doing well, I'm doing well. Luna! Luna! What is up, guys? What are you guys up to? What is everybody up to? What are you guys up to this weekend? Thank you guys for all the compliments. Luna, you wanna come say hi, cutie? Work. Say hi. Okay, one second. So, if I put this over here, and then I take this, gassy. 290 people in here. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? Sorry, I'm a little brain dead right now. I'm trying to switch the screens. It always takes me a while. There we go, mate. Here. I think that should be it over here. If Sorry. Hey, shut up. I got a hairball. Literally. Ball of hair. Yoga was very nice. It was actually very nice. Very, very nice. Life changing. It was good. Good people. Great people. Alright. So this should work now. There we go. Lots of breathing. Apparently I don't breathe that much. Apparently I'm not the best breather. How holy am I, guys? I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna charge my phone. Just keep swimming. Got 319 in here.
This is Maud Eccles calling from Canine Renditions, the very best bounty hunting business out of Sandy Shores. I got a proposition for you. I'll keep it short and sweet. I'm looking to hand over the reins, if you catch my drift.
This is flawed mangoes. Flawed mangoes. This guy's awesome, dude. Like unreal. He's on TikTok. If you want to search him up. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna open the blinds too. Thank you, Beto. Flawed mangoes. This one's good too. But yeah, flawed mangoes. He's on TikTok. He's so good. He just plays the guitar, but he makes these like sick ass like sounds. It's so cool. Very cool. Darling Nikki, Mary. Sweet girl. Cat Walker, thank you guys for the subs. Thanks, guys. I'll be doing cameos too today. I got a couple cameos. I did one this morning, so I'll be doing cameos too. Cameos too.
Holy! Oh my God!
Sharon with the 25 gifted. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Sharon. Damn, son. I think my cameo's turned on. I could check though. It might be, sometimes it turns off like by itself. So maybe it turned off by itself. Let me check. Oh yeah, it turned off by itself. I don't know why it does that. Okay, it's back on. Do I have a limit request? Oh yeah, it's only 5. Probably when it gets past 5, it just stops. CJ, thank you. Irene with the 5 gifted. Thanks, guys. Thank you, thank you. It's getting started in your...
She just did that. Thanks.
Dog. Oh my goodness gracious. This guy's chasing me. Like, come on. Oh, there he is. Mary, thank you with the 5 gifted. Thank you. Yeah, this guy's gonna get it now. There you go, Happy Meal. Jules with 50 freaking subs, man. Thank you, Jules. Damn. Thanks, Jules. Oh, it's the start of the month, too. Brand new month. Let's go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Black Ops 6 comes out in 23 days. Let's go. That's awesome. I'm excited. I think I pre-ordered it. If not, I'll get it right away. I'm excited for it. Should be good. It's gonna be a good one. Dub Jules, thank you, Jules, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you guys, thank you. Sonia, thanks. With the 5 gifted. Did you pre-order? No, not yet. I'm going to like just get it when it comes out. I think I pre-ordered it though, but either way I'll get it right away. So it's not a big deal. I'll grab that once it's out. I'm excited for it, the new Black Ops. Everyone's excited for it. It should be amazing. So yeah. What's up, guys? Annie, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. But yeah, Black Ops will be sick. Get right into it. Right into war. Let's go. Aussie accent. I love doing the Aussie accent. The Aussie accent is sick. The best accent. The Aussie accent. Hey, thank you for calling me gorgeous. Love you, love you. Dub gifters, thank you guys for saying that. Thank you. I like Chain Together. Yeah, Chain Together is sick. Chain Together is sick. It's better to play with people though. Chain Together. Rebecca, thank you. You're so cute. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. What does your hat say? This is my buddy's company, actually, Matt Aguiar. So he made this hat. I think it's called Aggie? Yeah, Aggie. So yeah, I threw it on. I was like, damn. It's a nice hat. I love it. Very nice hat. Looking handsome today. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Got the nice collared shirt, you know? Megan, thank you. Kathy with 10 gifted. Damn, thank you guys. Thank you. And Stephanie with 5. Damn, you guys are going nuts. Thank you guys. Looking fly, looking fly. Boom. Da-da-da-da. This has made my day so much better. Thank you, Jules. Thank you. That means a lot. I like to make people's days better. Honey. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you. Are you playing on a men's soccer team? No, I was just gonna play with my buddy for a bit at the field, but he canceled today. He said he can't today. Would you rather like the weekend? I said yeah, 100, like whenever, it doesn't matter. Just come down. We can go to the field near my house, play some soccer, you know? Just because I'm really busy, so it's like I got a lot on my schedule, especially with writing my book and all this stuff, and then just a lot. But if people can come to me and we can go like the field or something, play some soccer, I don't mind that. Get some physical activity for like an hour or two. You know? I did a little bit of a workout today, not long, like literally like 10-15 minutes, not even, just like a little quick pump. It was quick though, but good to let that adrenaline out, you know? Bond Looper, thank you for the 25 gifted. Busy's good, yeah, the right amount of busy. It's like if you're doing stuff you don't really want to do, then busy is not that good. But if you're doing what like you, or not want to do, like as long as you're doing what you need to do, whatever you need to do for you, then yeah, busy is really good because you can feel yourself growing and all of that. And it can be hard, of course, but that's hard's good, right? Pressure makes diamonds type shit. Yo, Doris, thank you guys, thank you. Yeah, working towards goals, like with your inner self though. It's not really like the outer goals, it's more like with your like inner kind of goals within yourself, you know? Like nobody's perfect, we all have stuff to work on, and so it's good to kind of dive in. Sometimes the question is like, what do you dive in on? And that's for you to figure out whatever you need. For me, journaling, like writing this book's basically like a form of journaling for me, and it helps me a lot. And then like obviously working out, eating healthy, all that stuff is good. But yeah, whatever you really need to do for you. Sometimes those are hard to find though. You know, it's like, what do I do? What do I do? Just try something and you'll like start to like get it, kind of trial and error, you know? Trial and error, and then stick to something. It's good to stick to something. You stick to something and you can, even with a crappy shovel, you can still dig a hole. It might take you longer, but you can still dig your hole, you know? And find the gold or whatever you need, whatever metaphor you want to use. But I think you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, so that's been really good for me the past little bit. So I'm excited even after this live to get back at that and do that, you know? And with writing, it can be anything. It can be random things. Just go off it, kind of, because like we can get so tensed up with all this stuff inside, and it's so good to like kind of let that out, you know? It's good to let it out. You'll be surprised of like how much like weight goes off your shoulders from just like writing it down. And like even if it's something that you think like is stupid to write down, just write it down and then you kind of go off of it, you know? So yeah. Challenging yourself lately? I wouldn't say it's a challenge doing what I want to do. I would say it can become kind of like hard, but like so is being lazy. Like doing nothing for yourself is even harder than doing the, in quotations, hard work. It's not really hard work, it's just kind of you doing you know? So I wouldn't look at it as like challenging really, just kind of like, it's good for you, you know? It's all good work, just kind of doing you. You know, life's not perfect. We see what's going on with the war in the world and all of this stuff. So it's like very like, the world is freaking hard. Like no matter where you are in the world, what you're doing, the world is like always hard. It's not perfect, right? So just, but like doing what you need to do for you to feel better. That's basically like what it is, you know? Yeah, it's helped me feel better. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Too much time to think is not the best either. Yeah, exactly. It's okay to like think, but if you're like thinking about something that's kind of like hurting you, then it's good to like let that out on like paper, or like go do a workout or do something to kind of let out that like straining feeling. But sometimes we have to go through like a little bit, but just make sure you're at least balancing it. Like take care of yourself more than you're not taking care of yourself, you know? Make sure yourself is like kind of like for sure like the number one priority, you know? Make sure you are the number one priority, you know? Yeah, overthinking can make me anxious too. That's like a form of like ADHD too. You can like think like a ton, just get so overwhelmed with so many thoughts, and it's like, why can't I pin one thought down? The best way to do it is, like I said, write it down. Like write down what you're thinking about and like come to conclusions. Like you guys aren't stupid. Nobody's stupid, you know? You guys are smarter than you think. It's that kind of negative energy, that down energy that makes you feel like that. Makes you feel like you can't do anything. So just write it down and talk about it with yourself. Have a conversation with yourself. Literally have a conversation with yourself. And if something comes in the way, my sweet, thank you for the 5 gifted. If something comes in the way, like negative thoughts, like, oh, I don't deserve it, write that down too. Write that down too and just be like, wait, I feel like I don't deserve it. Why don't I feel like I deserve it? And then just be honest with yourself more and more. Like, what I'm trying to say is like your inner being is so much more important than whatever's going on outside. So whatever you see on the outside is not making you feel any better or worse. It's actually what's going on in the inside. That's what's like you need to take care of. Of course, like you look at the news and it's like bad news and it makes you feel worse, but it's how you're taking that inside. You don't have to take that bad. You don't even have to take if you're dying bad. Like you don't even have to, even if you're dying, you can actually you can still feel good. It's your choice. It's literally your choice. I know that sounds super hard. Like what? How? Right? Like almost impossible. Trust me, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. There's some people that are way ahead of me with that. But you need to like start to kind of like just do what you need to do to feel good, even if it feels impossible. Do what you need to do to feel good. Right? So yeah, it's been really, really good lately. Of course, tough times, right? Always tough times, but it's like I said, it's what you do with those tough times. It's just what you do with those tough times, you know? And it's good to start like sometimes rock bottom is better than you think. Sometimes when you're at rock bottom, when I was writing, I actually told myself that coming to rock bottom was probably the biggest blessing I've ever had. Even though like you look at me on the outside and say 2 million followers, like this guy's the perfect life. That's not the case on the inner world that I was dealing with. So coming to rock bottom has given me like a better perspective on how to deal with things that are real life, like not just like social media, followers, looks, whatever it is, more like real life and how to deal with it. And it's almost like a lifesaver because you wouldn't know otherwise, and you'd be living your whole life feeling like crap. You know, you don't want to, and without even noticing, with just covering it up. Oh, I'm gonna hang out at this party because it's gonna make me feel better. No, it's not. That's not gonna make you feel better because you're still dealing with those like inner demons that are kind of eating at your soul, you know? So you need to, what was your rock bottom? Oh, that's a hard finger to put on it. I'm not sure what my rock bottom is. I think like in the past like week or two, I've probably hit like kind of like my rock bottom. I think I've been hitting rock bottom, but I think I was just kind of like, damn, this is what I like. Yeah, like I was kind of like, where do I go now? I can say Jesus saved me. If Jesus is real, you know, I love Jesus 100% and I believe in him, but obviously there's doubts, right? But like, Jesus is someone that makes me feel better. Whenever I'm really, really low, he's someone that can give me this like feeling of grace that it's like, damn, I have someone that's around me, that's hugging me, that's like there with me no matter what. And then kind of just you know, you're your biggest lifesaver. I know that's like crazy to think about, but like you're actually your biggest lifesaver. Like you. It's you. It's having that spirit, that feeling that's good, and then you like doing the work you have to do. And it doesn't matter what position you're in, guys. Like there's people that are in the worst of the worst, like, but it's not even like comparing. It's just living your life. No matter what it is, it's living your life, figuring out what you need to do. And my biggest advice is just feeling good within. Like, you know, when you feel like a good person, when you feel like you're working towards a good person, you know, like you feel that feeling. You're like, yo, I feel good. And like, of course you can think of your past mistakes that'll be like, oh damn, you know, like I shouldn't be feeling like this because I'm not that person. Before I was this person. But like, who says you can't make the choice today that you want to change? That you want to start living like this, and then build those habits and go through and tell what you've been through, your story, what you've been through, and how you want to overcome it. Who says that? Who says what? You know what I mean? Life's changing all the time too, right? Constantly, right? So it's just, yeah, move on. And the past is 100% real, you know, like a lot of people would be like, oh, like don't focus on the past. Honestly, focus on the past, but like focus on the future, like focus on the present, but like the past is what makes us today. Everything that we're doing right now, which when I just said right now is considered the past because time's just constantly ticking, the past is making you who you are in the future. Like everything that we are today is what we've done in the past, what we've thought, what we said. So it's like, just admit the past. Like be like kind of like, okay, you know what? I didn't like who was I? Be honest. Start to change. Start to write it down. Start to figure out who you are, what you've done, all of these things. Maybe people you've hurt. I know that can be so crazy. You can be like, damn, you know what? I hurt people. I can't live with that. I can't live with the fact that I might have hurt people. Well, guess what? You did. And you know, so you have to just kind of learn from that and do the best you can moving forward. But the worst feeling is being paralyzed from the past. Being paralyzed and being like, I don't know how to move on. How do I don't know what, or just sitting there and just not doing anything about it. And it's not, what I'm saying, guys, too, is it's literally changing how you feel today and who you are today. It's not about like going to the gym, pumping a lot of weights, looking like a big person and being like showing the world, look it, I'm big, I worked so hard. No, it's about fixing your insides. Yeah, going to the gym, but doing it proper, how you want to move forward. Everything's about the inner work. Everything's about the inner work. So being alone is very good. Being by yourself, figuring out who you are. Trust me, it can be dark, But look how grateful we are that we have like the internet, phones, we can write, we can learn. Like we have so much like that's really at our hands. We got like we have a house, we got a yard, we got places to walk, we can connect, like all these things, guys, we're like so lucky to have. Some people don't have this, you know? So it's like you have to like kind of like realize that before it's too late, you know? Because if you don't take that serious, friends too, people to talk to, exactly, like these are all things that are massive, you know? But you want real friends though. You don't want friends that just like, you want real friends, and the only way you'll find real friends is if you get real with yourself. If you get real with yourself, that might take some alone time, whatever it's gonna take, but once you start to get real with yourself, then you'll actually start having real friends, and it'll just come to you. You don't have to look for these people. You don't have to look for, like, everything that's real is like gonna come to you naturally from you being real, not from you looking, nothing. Like everything that's meant for you will come to you through you just being you, right? Yeah, and the reason why I'm learning is I'm telling you from writing. Like, the more, you guys don't understand how powerful your brain is. Like, your brain, like, we're only using like 1% of our brain. Your brain is so powerful. Like, we don't even know how powerful each and every one of our brains are. Like, super, super powerful. So if you take that and just write and just keep going, you know, you're going to start figuring out like, damn, I can unlock this, I can unlock this, I can like do this. It's like, and why I say you don't know is because I don't know. Like, nobody knows. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, nobody knows actually how powerful your brain is. Nobody. We only use 1% of our brain. So like, nobody really knows the full potential. Even when you're tapping into it, you still don't know. It's still just, but just keep using it. Keep using it. You don't have to know everything. You know what I mean? You don't have to know everything. You know? Are you gonna do yoga? Thank you guys for all the good things. For all the good messages. Thank you so much. Are you gonna do yoga every day? Probably not every day, no. If they have another thing, I'll do yoga. You know? I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a coffee again. I could go on TikTok live while I go downstairs while I make my coffee. So we can just, I'll be on TikTok live just while I go downstairs so we can talk while I make my coffee. Flawed mangoes. But yeah, trust me guys. You can do it. We can do it. And it's not, do what? Just be yourself today. Life's not promised tomorrow. So, be yourself. Respect boundaries there, Will's Hoodie String. We talk about boundaries a lot. Mary, thank you. Alright guys, we are going to get on kick now. See you guys later. What's up, guys? We're back. And here we are. What's up, what's up? Hello, hello. We're back. Middle of sending a gift. Oh no. I missed it. Damn. I wouldn't want to cross your boundaries. Fantilli, I was joking. Well, kinda, but you don't have to keep talking about it. We're over it now. Alright, buddy? Alright, buddy, old pal? How you doing? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm doing better. I'm doing better. You know, every day is just kind of like a grind, but I truly love myself, and I've always have. So I'm happy to be back with me. Back with me. It's been a while, so it's nice. It's nice. And it takes work to like really, like, we all love ourselves, you know, we all do. Sometimes like things get in the way that you're like, oh, I don't really love myself right now, but it's because you're not being yourself. If you're being yourself, you will always love yourself. So just be yourself out of love, you know? Yourself wants to love, so just keep being yourself, you know what I mean? Yeah, authentic, yeah. Just kind of like, you know, like every single human wants to love, right? So do like, be like, make yourself feel like kind of loved by doing things that you're proud of, you know, that you like to do, and just like stay with yourself. If you're scared of like people like judging you or whatever, or like crossing your boundaries or trying to like getting like whatever, just don't worry. It's not like the end of the world, you know? People might judge you, but it's like, it's not the end of the world. Like, it's just kind of life, you know? People have opinions, you know? Everyone has an opinion, you know? So it's okay. You sound like you're feeling good. It makes me happy. Thank you, Megan. I appreciate that. You know, I wouldn't say, like, I would say I'm doing good. I would still say I have things to like every day work on. I think like even a 45, 50-year-old that's doing amazing still has things to work on every single day. So yeah, there's good, there's bad in every day. I would say like instead of using the word good, I would say like maybe content. I think content's still a good word, but I think it's like a better kind of like word, you know? So I would say, yeah, I would say I'm more content with myself, or I think I'm saying the right thing, around there, like, yeah. Feeling more, yeah, more at peace, yeah, content. I would say more content than at peace, but I'd say content's probably the best word, yeah. Which is a good feeling, yes, a good feeling. Content's a happy feeling, yeah. It is. It is. It really is. It's kind of like the start to kind of better yourself when you're just more content. And then while you're content, you gotta work on kind of like gaining belief and all of this stuff. There's a bunch of like things that are nice to add to the column that end up making you feel better and better, you know. The world's like infinity. It's just never ending, the world. So there's just always something tomorrow, there's always something the next minute. But just kind of like keep, you get content, like gain more energy with things, take rest, like keep just kind of, I think just being yourself. I think that's like the number one thing, is just being yourself. Like I think a lot of the world is just not being themselves, because I'm trying to think why people don't be themselves. I think it's like this feeling that someone's doing better than me or something, and it's like, okay, I have to do what they're doing, or I have to stress about what they're doing, and it kind of makes you like not even want to be yourself. But it's like, I'm like sorry to break it to you, but you have no option but to be yourself. Like you really don't. Like you can try to be someone else, but it's just gonna like tear you like stressfully apart. You know what I mean? Like it'll never work. Like it's not like science. Like it's not like natural. Like it'll never work. So like you have to be yourself. But like being yourself doesn't mean like being yourself to the world. Being yourself is like going to your room and just being yourself. Like taking time, like just be yourself. And then when you go to the world, just be yourself, do what you gotta do and whatever. But it's like, I think a lot of people want attention, they want approval. It's kind of like, yo, let me be myself here, let me see what they think. Like you gotta like, I know it's gonna be like kind of lonely, but you gotta stop caring. It's easier to be yourself than not yourself, but it is easier to, if you don't want to be lonely, it's easier to like be around people and not be yourself. But it's just draining. You're still lonely. Even when you're around people and you're not being yourself, you're still lonely. I know it's like weird, because it's like, what does that even mean? But it's like, no, you're like actually, you're still lonely. Like you could be in a room full of people and you're just like, and it gets worse. Like it starts eating up, because you're searching for something that's not real. So you're constantly searching for something that's just literally not real, and it can be tough. Trust me. I'm the first person when I was young, and literally probably throughout my whole life, I just really didn't want to be myself. I was always looking for approval from my parents, from everyone. I just wanted to be everything but myself. I would even call myself different names at point. I'd be like, I'm not Will, I'm Cody or something. So I totally kind of get it, and I'm only saying this from the experience that I'm learning as I'm doing the work on myself, so it's just coming from experience. So I totally, if anyone is dealing with that, I know there's a ton of people that also have always been themselves, and that's like, so like kudos to you, right? Amazing. But I didn't really, even though I love myself, I just kind of it was hard being myself. I always wanted to be like in a new environment. I wanted to have amazing people in my life. Like I just wanted something different, and it was hard for me to accept like my own kind of reality growing up. It was. But the most beautiful thing, like I'm saying, is being yourself, no matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're like insanely good looking, if you're in a wheelchair, it doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing. Being yourself is gonna make you feel amazing, no matter what. But it's doing the work on yourself, because once you start being yourself, you're like, holy crap, I'm lazy, I'm this, I'm unmotivated, I'm angry. Why am I angry? But you have to do the work on yourself to make yourself not feel like that. There's only one you, exactly, and that's cool, right? There's so much. Did social media help or no? Yeah, I think social media helped for sure. You know, social media just kind of put a light on what was real. So like, basically, like, you know, you can't really hide from social media. Like, once you're putting yourself out there, you're out there, and the whole world can have an opinion on you. It's easier to hide behind a screen and just kind of manipulate your own life in a way that you want to manipulate it to make it real to you, etc. But once you're in the public eye, it's kind of like you gotta, you're forced to kind of tell the truth and be real with it. And I did that to myself. I wanted that, you know. I wanted to one day be in front of the world and talk to people, and even if I'm not perfect, but just keep like learning and growing, and that's just the life I kind of choose. So I'm grateful how everything's playing out. Have I been scared? Of course, bro. You don't think people like think about Justin Bieber and stuff, like you don't think those people are scared? Very scared, you know. But it's like there's a beautiful life's scary either way. Life's scary either way. So, you know, there's a beautiful part to it as well. Not sure to trust. You just need to trust yourself. That's what I learned. Like, it's not really about like not like knowing who to trust. You should just be able to trust yourself. And then you can. Then yeah, like there's not really like, you don't have to trust anybody. You just trust yourself. That's it, you know. But it's like, to trust, yeah, your gut tells you, yeah. But it's like, if you're being yourself, you're not really looking for like trust. Like in what? I'm gonna let this person stay at my house. I trust them that they won't steal. Like, what are we trusting? Do you know what I mean? There's not really like, you just kind of trust yourself, and you don't really have to trust anyone else. It depends like what you're doing. Like, if you're sleeping at someone's house and you're trusting that they won't hump your ass in your sleep or something, then yeah, maybe if you're already thinking something like that, if you think someone's sketchy, you maybe just don't go to their house, you know? So yeah, like there's a lot of trust like that. That was a whatever example, but you know what I mean? Like, of course there's like sick people in the world, and that can kind of make us learn like not to trust. But if you're not trusting yourself in the beginning, then you're not gonna be able to trust anyone else, you know? That was funny, but guys, we're not kids. You know what I mean? So for you guys to be laughing, like, I get it's funny, but it's like, come on guys, move on. We're not kids. This is like, I just didn't want to say grape, you know, the real word to it, but you know what I'm trying to say. So it's kind of like, move on from the childish behavior. Seriously. It's just kind of, it's embarrassing, honestly. Like, we're not kids anymore. So it's like, this is real. This is just real stuff. You know what I mean? Like, literally, be grown-ups. Alright? Thank you guys. Because it's true though. I don't really laugh at stuff like that too much. I did when I was like 16, but like, you just get to a point where it's like, nah, like it is real. It is real. You know. Yeah. No, it doesn't happen to me. I'm not saying it happens to me, but I'm saying, yeah, this is like, it happens for sure to people. Like, just what I mean by that is people just crossing your boundaries. There's people that look at the P. Diddy situation. People are getting drugged and graped. I don't know if I can say the real word, but they're getting drugged and graped, and like, it's just those sick people. Like, yeah, you don't trust like maybe people like that, but it's just like, you don't really put yourself in situations like that anyway. Like, if you feel anything, like, what I mean is, you trust your own like safety, where you want to go, what you want to do, etc. Right? He's a demon. Yeah, there's tons of people like that though, and it's like a sickness, you know, like some people just don't really understand that they're actually hurting people. You know, some people don't get that. Some people don't understand, or they do, but they're just like, they're ignoring it, and they're not really like taking it into full, they're not taking it into like full recognition, and they're just kind of using people as like objects, let's say. And it's a really scary thing, but it's even scary for P. Diddy. Like, he's gonna have to serve years in jail with people wanting to literally kill him. Like, there's a lot of even what he has to deal with in his future coming up is not nice, and including the victims. Like, you know, it's very crazy, but it's life. Like, this is just kind of how it goes. But you pick kind of like the life you want to be around, you know? You pick where you want to be, you pick what you want to do. Of course, like, those people that are young, it's hard when you're young. It's like very hard when you're young. Like, you kind of are still trying to figure out life, you know? And then people kind of take advantage of that, like, vulnerability in those situations, which is like very scary. And it's still hard when you're older. A lot of people are trying to figure it out as well, trying to figure out where they want to be, etc. But yeah, people were afraid to speak up. Of course, you don't, when something bad happens to you, you try to like move on from the situation. You don't really want to like make it like, honestly, some people just don't like to talk about it. They're just like, you know what, I'd rather move on from it. And that's okay too. Whatever you kind of want to do, you do what you're comfortable with, because this isn't about like getting back at people. It's about you feeling how you want to feel moving forward. And I really believe that, like, when people do bad things like that, even if they're covering it up with a bunch of hot girls, parties, monies, strippers, cocaine, whatever they're covering it up with, they still have to live with that. Like, you can't cover those feelings up that you hurt people. Like, once you hurt someone else, you hurt yourself too, because you're a human too. So you're automatically hurting yourself, you know? So you're already getting eaten up with karma. You know, it's not really about like, you know, it's not really about like the death penalty and stuff, because you're living with that, which is worse than even dying sometimes. Because you can never go back to like a normal human being, you know? So it's sad. It's very sad. Very, very sad. The whole thing is just very sad. But, you know, so is war. Things are happening every day. It's crazy. I can't believe with like Israel and Palestine and all these like missiles like hitting. I'm like, holy crap. I was watching like the Daily Mail and I'm like, this is insane, man. Like, what is going on? So proud of speaking people. Yeah, it helps others. It's very, very good to speak up. You know, if whatever you want to do, like I said though, whatever you want to do, it's not really, you know, it's about when you're comfortable to speak up. And it is easier to speak up when everyone else is speaking up than speak up. Sometimes it's hard to speak up when you're in a position of like, you don't know like if he's even wrong, but then once you see that other people have the same experience, you're kind of like, oh yeah, dude, this guy's 100% wrong. But like, sometimes you think the world's just already messed up and like, who's gonna believe me? Who's gonna, is blah 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 blah, right? You start to think all that. Even the victims can be heroes to others. Even, I don't think the non-victims are not the hero, are the heroes at all. So yeah, of course, like, it's just, yeah, you can be a hero speaking up, but it's just like, be a hero. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can be a hero. I just like, a hero, we're all like just, I don't really like the word like hero, because it's like, it's just kind of like, this isn't a story. We're not in like a movie. There's no superhero, like there's no Superman coming out the back. It's just real life, like speaking up, telling someone, like letting them know, keeping people away from situations. There's no really like hero. Victims are all, they'll be blamed, yeah, or killed. Some people are scared of getting killed, some people are scared of their family, all of that stuff. It's just like, especially when you're dealing with someone like P. Diddy, when he's like had all that power. Apparently he like maybe like killed Tupac and all this stuff I'm hearing. I'm like, holy moly, you know? Victims can help others. Yes, of course, man. Anyone can help anyone. Victims, anyone. Anyone can help anyone. And Biggie, yes. Yeah, it's crazy. It's all crazy. This might, Justin Bieber right now, he's helping himself. He's helping the others about talking about it. Yeah, exactly. I think Justin Bieber is, you know, we all saw how Justin Bieber kind of went downhill a little bit. He started looking a little rough, and it's obvious that he wasn't taking care of himself. His biggest thing was to help other people. It was almost like the more he gave himself up, the more people would be like screaming his name. And I look at that as kind of like devilish now, saying it out loud, because it's weird that that's how it works. It should be the people that are getting idolized at heart, it should be the people that are like literally only focusing on themselves, so then other people can do the same for themselves. I don't know, it was a weird thing, but Justin Bieber was just trying to, he was a young kid, he was just trying to find love, you know, and this was just kind of how the world went. So I really feel bad for Justin Bieber, but I think Justin Bieber, I think he's kind of the chosen one with God. I know a lot of people might not want to hear that, but I think that Justin Bieber is a little special. I think he's a little smarter than the normal person. So I think everything that's happened to him is, no matter what, is kind of gonna work out in his favor. And I think we all think that too. So I don't think we have to feel too bad for him. We can feel bad for him, but I think he, no matter what, is going to do and be amazing. I think what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Or I think what kills you makes you stronger. I think what kills you makes you stronger. I think, I think what kills you makes you stronger. And so I think my prediction is that in about like 2 years, I think, or 5 years, I think we're gonna see a Justin Bieber that we've never seen before, you know? Like, he's very special. That guy is very special. Like, just naturally. He's like one of the most special people in the world, really. Even when he's down in the dumps, he gets automatic respect because it's Justin Bieber. And even if he wasn't famous, he would still be famous. You know, he's just kind of Justin Bieber. Have a great day, D. Bye. Thank you for being here. Yeah, he was abused by everyone in his life, and he's still standing. Well, anyone that's like what I'm trying to say is like the people that do bad are actually getting bad. Guys, I don't know if I'm the smartest person in the world, but I see this so much clearer, and I don't understand why other people don't see that. Like, it's actually true. Like, I'm not saying this like it's like a word of like the people that do bad are actually the ones, it's not even karma, it's just like, I don't even like that word karma, it's just weird. It's not even karma, it's just so if you do something bad, what do you think you're going to feel? Like, we're calling it bad, we're calling a spade, so it's like, let's just look at it scientifically. Let's look at it as a negative energy. If you're putting a negative energy within yourself, through yourself, what do you think you are? What do you think you are? A negative or a positive energy? When you get things that are bad happen to you, and you are positive, what do you think that does? That one's hard, actually. That one's hard, because if you do get beat up, you're automatically gonna have a sore on you. So you could say getting beat up makes you stronger, but it does make you also weaker. But guess what a negative and a positive equals? A negative and a positive, you know what that equals? I forget, but I think that's how, I think it's direction. I think it's like, I forget what the word is, frick. Like, you actually need a negative and a positive to, oh, I forget what it is. I forget. But it's something like, you actually need a negative and a positive to like have that balance. Yeah, something like that. There's something, this is all scientific, like, this isn't like, I forget, but it's actually great. It's great. Yeah, balance. I think it's balance. I don't think, now I gotta search it up. I forget. I think it's like direction or something, and stability and all that. It's basically like direction and stability. So like if you have just positives, that's like a movement, but there's no like, I think ultimate like there's not like or there is a direction, but there's no, oh, I forget. I was doing this. Me and my therapist were talking about it. We have very intelligent talks like that. We talk about like all of that, biology, like chemistry, like basically just how the world works, like curing diseases, like all this like crazy cool things. And it's just such an honor to be able to like actually have the ability to talk about this with someone and even put him on spot to like think about it more and stuff. It's really cool. Did you write it down? I might have. One sec. I might have it on YouTube. I think it's a reaction, yeah, maybe a reaction. See?
I knew I was underwater. I just didn't realize I was this underwater. If you're stressed about your paper...
Good morning.
Physics is the most beautiful...
I'm more interested in like actual like I might sound like a psycho, but I'm more interested in like the human body than like psychology. I think psychology's cool, but I think it's just kind of like basic. I like actual like atoms and like actual chemical reactions to why people think like this, because if you learned all of that stuff, you would be able to like figure out what reactions can go against that to kind of like change that direction. So I think that's like the coolest thing to learn. I'm going, well, bye. Have a nice day, Jilly. Have a nice day, Jill.
beautiful and
so yeah, I'm
important
gonna show you guys
discovery
this
humans have
work.
ever made. Over millennia, people have used their brains to understand
this
how
is
the
the
universe
one.
works. But do you think you can travel?
No, this is
There are two, or the other way, you can accelerate
Anyway,
and
it's not a
speed.
big deal. I was just trying to kind of. I had like this video. Yo, Chanel, thank you. Ba, da, da.
In this video, distance is always positive, but displacement can be positive or negative. If you're traveling east or north, displacement has
Yo, my
a
Sandy,
positive value.
thank you.
If you're traveling west or south, displacement has a negative value. And so if you add up the displacement for the first part of the trip, plus the displacement of the second part, you get the net displacement of positive 5. Positive 8 plus negative 3 will give you positive 5. Now let's say a car travels.
Oh yeah, so basically, I think it's kind of like display, like, so like if you want to like get to like actual destination, you need like a positive and a negative. Like if you, because both positives will just kind of like go on forever or something, but you need like a positive and negative makes like kind of like an actual, almost like friction too, like stops a ball from rolling, or it would just roll forever. So like you need like that friction, which kind of like molds you or something like that. But yeah, it's really cool. All that stuff's really cool. It's super like obviously like crazy, like it's like you don't really like understand, like I don't like, you know, but it's nice to like, that's the beauty part about it. You just keep like learning little things. You're like, oh, that makes sense, you know. No problem, thank you. Okay, good, I'm glad you're learning. It's cool. The documentary starts filming in mid-November. I met with the producer, she's amazing. Absolutely amazing. She, I'm sure, is going to be talking to many people, just kind of getting everyone's whatever, just random people, probably a lot of haters too. And I said I wanted that. I want everyone to have as much people, from people that don't like me to people that like me, to give their point of view, and then I can give my point of view at the end. I think obviously that makes a great story. So I'm really excited. It's not going to be a fake story at all. It's going to be 100% real, and it's going to be amazing. So I'm super, super excited. Are you scared for it? No, I'm not scared for it. Am I nervous? Yeah, I'm always nervous, but am I scared? No, I wouldn't be scared. I'm not scared of anything, really. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. But yeah, no matter how it goes or what people think, I know who I am. And I think that's why a lot of people are so interested and just want it, because I know who I am. I've always kind of known who I am, you know, so I'm not like nervous to or scared to kind of express who I am. I'm very confident in who I am. So of course, yeah, I made mistakes. I've done things that I'm like, oh, I could have went about it a different way. But are they actual mistakes? I don't really know. At this point, I don't know if anything was a mistake. It all kind of just adds up. Yeah, of course, there might be a little bit of like mistakes, but was it? I don't know. I guess we'll find out, you know, if some things were or not. So it's just life. But I'm really excited. I'm really excited. Who they choose to talk to, I'm not sure. They're just going to do their thing, talk to people that they want to talk to. Just, I'm not sure. But that's going to be really cool. Really cool. Yeah, it makes you who you are. It lets you learn. There's not really any like mistakes. It's kind of just like learning lessons, you know. I'm really excited for it. It's gonna be cool. So they're gonna come and film me for I think like 3 to 5 days, and just kind of like get a brief kind of like update of like what I do on a daily, and then they're gonna ask me questions, and they're gonna tell me to tell my story, and then with the people they talk to, they'll be like, what about this, what about this, and I'll just go from there. So I'm really excited to kind of put the spotlight on that, on the real story of me. So I'm really excited. So just interviewing local fans. I'm not sure what you're saying by local fans. None of my fans are local. We got a lot of people from the States and everywhere. I think just, I don't know, fans, anyone that has been interested in me, whoever they want, I'm not too sure. I don't really care, you know? I think you just, whoever they talk to, and it could be the random guy, the garbage man that sees me every day, you know? Do you really trust them? I trust myself. I don't, like I said, you don't need to trust like anyone when you trust yourself, basically. When you trust yourself, you don't really need to trust anyone. That's the beauty part about it. So I'm excited. Yeah, of course. Right? Of course. Yeah. So I'm excited. Yeah. Would you have ever thought in 3.5 years, your age, you would have a documentary of your life? Honestly, some of the things that I'm doing is like bigger than big. I have like a documentary. There's like my own like rehab center wants me to like work with them, help out people, like help out like gay people. Like there's just so much like that like people want me to do, and the direction that they believe that I can go is just absolutely insane. I really didn't think. Well, I always kind of had this goal, but it's just crazy that some things are coming to fruition. Do I look at it like any different than like the norm, like anyone else? No, I don't look at myself as like different or like, yo, this is like cool, like to gain like whatever. It's just mostly about living like that, like light. Like honestly, my biggest goal has always been to help people. I've always wanted to like help people. I don't know why. Maybe because people like being helped. So I'm excited to like that I get that opportunity, no matter where that is, to like help people, you know? So yeah, I'm excited for that. Yeah, and you gotta help yourself, right? Obviously, before you can help other people. So, working on a lot of work on myself, and at the same time, but yeah, as you're working on yourself, you do what you can to kind of help people that are around you. And if I have the opportunity one day to like help people all over the world or something, even if it's like through my story that wasn't my favorite story, even if it's like something that's like, ah man, like people are learning from my mistakes. That's okay too. You know, I'm at a point in my life where I'm just, even if you gotta learn through my mistakes, if you gotta, whatever it is, I'm very grateful to be able to help people, including my family, but not just my family, because I look at like the whole world is like my family. I think we're all like very the same. I think we're all come from God, whatever it is. So I'm just very excited to like help, like, you know, if I can, I can. And I really truly believe I think we all help people. I think that's what I learned from a very young age. I think we're all helping people through every kind of thing. We're learning from other people, which is like gaining everyone better perspectives and everything. You're either, yeah, you know, kind of all helping. And it's just kind of like realizing that and acting like upon it. Like if that's your motivator, kind of like being that, doing that, you know. It looks like you're going through my city. Are you from LA? Because I think this is LA. Would you change anything? Thank you guys. Would I change anything? I would change a lot if I could. I really miss hockey. There's a lot of mistakes that I just wasn't thinking properly and wasn't just very impulsive, and I think I have a lot of regrets. There are a ton of things that I would love to change. Can I change it? No, I can't. So the only thing that I can believe is that I can change my future and how I learn from those mistakes. Could it have gotten worse if I didn't realize things? Like maybe I would have played hockey and broke my neck. Maybe like there's so many things that you don't really know. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There is still like regrets and stuff, you know. So but yeah. Even not when I was a teenager, I have a lot of regrets. I have a regret last week, you know, I have regrets every single day. But like I said, you learn from those mistakes totally. Because if you didn't make those mistakes, you would think everything's perfect when it's just not, you know, so, but some mistakes can be bigger than others, but it's just kind of how you deal with that and how you move forward with it. Yeah. But if you didn't make those, you wouldn't be here. Exactly. You know, everything you've done has made you who you are today. But that's why, like I was trying to say earlier, is like the work that we're doing today is the work that matters. The work that we're putting in at ourselves today is what makes us what matters. You know, what we're doing today is what matters, you know. So do what you can to better yourself every day today, for your future, for who you want to become, you know. Sometimes we think that we're proving it to somebody. The only person that you're really proving it to is yourself. So if you can just really believe in yourself and work on yourself today and just keep working on believing yourself or whatever you have to do, and prove to yourself whatever you need to prove. And it might take work that you never thought was possible, but you know, with doing the work that I'm doing, there's things that I've never thought was possible. There's some things that I was like, wow, like surprises that I'm like, oh my gosh. But if you let the impossible eat you, you're never gonna beat it, you know? You're always gonna think it's impossible. You have to be able to break those walls in front of you. And they're doable. They're 100% doable, you know? Sometimes it feels like it's impossible, trust me. But it's doable, you know? You're a gift, William, you truly are. Thank you, I appreciate that. And that's why I do get a lot of people like chirping our fans, you know? And I don't really like that because my fans are amazing. They want to have real conversations and talk. It's not all about being a goof and or like sexualizing or whatever it is. My fans are down to have like real talks, and I just really respect you guys totally for sticking through a lot of the BS that we've been through. And you know, so the people that are chirping and that kind of give us like bad vibes, I just want you guys to know to leave it alone, one, and two, know that they used to be fans and they just hate because of whatever they hate for. So this is just reality that everyone knows, and it's not out of disrespect. It's about me standing up for me. Finally, right? I think we were all waiting for Will to kind of stand up in a way. But it's not about hurting anyone. It's just about standing up. It's just about kind of showing the respect to kind of what you guys have done for me, been there for me, and I just can't appreciate you guys enough. So I thank you guys so much. And Day One, thank you. Danny with the 10 subs, thank you. And I think once you guys break that feeling of like, just don't give in to, once you guys start believing in yourself more, you guys will realize that you'll feel more bad for the people that are kind of making fun of you in a way, more than you will kind of be mad. You will actually feel bad. You will really feel bad. And I'm not saying don't feel bad for too long, because you're literally just wasting your time. Let them notice through the work you're doing, but it's a better feeling because you'll kind of look at it like from a higher perspective, and it's not about haha got you, because that's how most of them think. Most of them think about that haha got you. I've never thought about that in my life, ever. I've always been trying to do the best thing that I can do and make life better and what I can. Have I hurt people? Yeah, I think I've hurt people. But have people hurt me? Yes, we all hurt people sometimes by accident, you know, by just being human, But it's the people that are getting over that and trying to make a difference is what matters, you know what I mean? So, and it's not about like left and right. There's so many like left and right nowadays. I was reading a thing last night, what does a bird need? A right wing and a left wing, you know what I mean? So, to fly. So it's just about kind of being in the middle and not doing it for competition, guys. We're not kids anymore. Like I've been saying, it's like this whole world is like kids. Like Donald Trump versus Biden, all this stuff. This is embarrassing. This is like actually embarrassing. This is like a fun game for people that they're going home and feeling proud about, like, haha, honey, I fought this guy today. Like, are we in a movie, or are we trying to actually do what's good for the world? Because I don't think sometimes people are. But that's okay. That's okay. For them. I'm not going to live like that. I can't change the world, you know? You just kind of got to be yourself and kind of go through from there. Terry Ty, thank you so much. Thank you, Carlos. Being smart is just listening. I really care about people and I listen. Terry Ty, thank you for the 5 gifted sub. I've always like tried to like listen, and it was confusing to me because people would say, you don't listen, you're always in your own world. But I'm always listening. I just am ahead of you. No offense, because I'm kind of like thinking on a higher perspective. I have a lot of dreams and stuff. Like I'm thinking a little bigger than just listening, you know? Like honestly, like I am listening, totally. I'm always listening, you know? But I just kind of, I'm over some of the feelings that other people are still trying to get over, you know? But if you just can trust that we're okay, then we can move on from it, you know? So yeah, it's really good letting this off my chest because it's been on my chest for a long time, honestly my whole life. So why do you think haters go so hard for you? Just want your perspective. I think like I've done things that people aren't proud of, and I think I'm not proud of either. I think it's actually, some of my actions are honestly disgusting, and I'm being 100% real with that. I think some of my actions were disgusting. Do I blame myself totally? Not really, because I was going through something that a lot of people just wouldn't know what I'm going through, just like the world. Having thoughts and thinking weird and not really fully understanding and growing up and blah 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 blah. Mary, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. So I honestly believe that some of my actions were honestly disgusting. Were just not nice, and I knew it wasn't nice and I was still doing it. Or maybe I didn't know it was nice, but I did it. Either way, it doesn't matter. You did it. So they have every right to say something that they're like, you know what? I don't like that. So I think a lot of haters, they just say that thing. Do I think they still love me? I think they wouldn't talk about me if they didn't feel something that kind of sparks them. I think they do kind of think like, you know what? I do. I think even my own uncle that hates on me sometimes, I think he loves me. I think we had amazing talks and I love him. Honestly. But does he like some of the way I'm living? No, he doesn't. And that's respectful. That's honestly respectful. I'm not going to be hating on people because I just don't like hating on people. But I get why some people can get mad at stuff. But I think just leaving people alone, my thing, is the best thing to do. Because you can't really do anything about it. I think just letting people be and figuring it out for themselves is kind of the best way to do it, you know? Because it's just, why I'm saying that is it's a waste of your time. Like, hating is a waste of your time. It's not making you feel any better. It's not changing anything. It's really not doing anything. It's honestly not. Like, it's not. Like, it's not. You know? So, but I get why people do it. I get why. But when we talk about like psychopaths, like psycho is like cycle. Like it's like a cycle. Like you're doing the same thing over and over and you're turning into like a psycho. So it's like, if you know that hating is not making you feel fulfilled, then why aren't you just moving on from doing it? Like, even if it makes you feel like a little better in the moment, why don't you look at the bigger picture and try to actually figure out a better direction? Like, totally change. Is it because you have so much like you're embarrassed of your past? Just change. You're wasting your time. Like, every day you're wasting your time. Like, you have time still. I don't care how old you are, you have time. We're alive today. It doesn't matter. Like, just change. Just frickin' change. And if you don't want to take advice from me, it's not like, you know? I don't know. Hating makes them feel fulfilled, but it doesn't make them feel fulfilled. It really doesn't. It doesn't. It makes them feel half filled. It makes them feel quarter filled. And that quarter feeling makes them feel still. But that quarter feeling is not what you want. You want to fill your glass with better, like the whole glass, you know? So it's just like, change what you're doing. Shannon, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. Yeah, it makes them feel worse, but it makes them, it's like this. It's basically like heating energy. Like, makes you feel worse, that makes you feel better. Makes you feel worse, 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 makes you feel, no, makes you feel better, makes you feel worse. 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 And then you're like, what do I do? And then you're like, okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna smoke. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And you know what smoking did to me? This is what smoking did to me. I started smoking when I was 15 years old, and I haven't stopped smoking, and it stunted my growth, just like my mom said. My mom said, Will, it's gonna stunt your growth. And sadly, very sadly, it stunted my growth. And it sucks, but that's what that will do, because you know why? Smoking makes your emotions feel okay, when it's not. You need to still battle those emotions and start growing through those emotions. So, you know, luckily, I naturally don't want to smoke anymore. I don't even ask for weed. I don't even look for weed. I don't do any of it. I don't. I just don't. Like, I don't even want weed anymore. Like, naturally. Like, I wish I quit earlier, but like, because now it's not like, yes, I'm quitting. It's just like, I'm done. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's just like, I don't know. Like, it makes me sick. That's what it is. It makes me sick. It like physically makes me sick now. Yeah, it's good. Thank you guys. I appreciate it because thank God. Like, like, but I was very like hurt, bro, in so many ways. When I lost hockey, I was so hurt, man. Like, I was trying to like fulfill that by saying you're not hurt. And when I talked to my therapist, you know what I've been doing for a long time? That's been a lot of my mistakes. Looking for validation. Looking for that people still love me. People think I'm cool. People think this. That's been one of my biggest things with therapy. As I've been looking for validation. And you know what? The only validating you need is yourself. Going through the hard work with yourself. Fixing things yourself. You know? Yeah. Shannon, thank you for the 5 gifted. I appreciate you guys being proud of me, honestly. And I'm proud of myself too, I really am. But it's not like something that, I don't want you guys to look up at me. Like, I don't want to be, like, I do, but I don't even feel ready enough to be like fully looked up to. I feel like I have so much work and I just want to make a real difference. I don't know. You know, I would rather you guys see like the good in you more and learn from me. Like, don't look at me as like, oh, he's amazing. Like, I want you guys to actually like take what I'm saying and like kind of learn. And you guys probably know more than me in ways, but just like really like, you know, like I want to hear other people do good, like really good, you know, like seriously good though, you know, like where you feel good and nothing can kind of bring you down because you're finally the person you've always wanted us to see, you know. Thanks. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Means a lot. You know, life's short, right? So it's like, we just gotta kind of be ourselves every day. Like, who says that you can't be what you want to be? Who says that? Who says you can't be what you want to be? You know? Nobody says that. You know? You're the only one saying that to you. That's it. So just don't say that to you. Be exactly who you've always kind of wanted to be by just doing that, the work. You know? Right? Brandon's like, on it. I always wanted to be Wiz Khalifa and Snoop Dogg, so I'm gonna smoke that joint like it's chicken fried rice. I'm just joking, Brandon. Oh man, I had to say something funny, Brandon, and I guess I took it on you there. Like, but you make me laugh. Like, you're funny. Like, you're awesome. Fuck. No, I know. I just love it. I love it, you know? I really love it. It's like fun. So thank you for being fun, you know? Love you, Brandon. You're the best. Brandon's awesome. I'm the one that said William was entertainment. What's wrong with that? Nothing's wrong with that. I might have said that, I don't know, but yeah, I'm entertainment. I'm very entertaining. Yeah, like guys, I was going through like a really bad like time and I wasn't like taking the tools to like work on myself. I really didn't know where I was. Let's talk about that last live quick. You guys don't really understand like the full amount of like what I was going through. I didn't even know what I was going through. I was just going through it. And I said some things that I really regret. You know, there's some people that I was like kind of hurting that live by saying mean things. And it's all my fault. You know, this is my live and I should have kind of been better about that. I can't go back, right? Sadly. But I am sorry. And I hope you guys see how sorry I am about how I acted on that live. and I hope that you guys can just move on. I suggest like the people that were hurt from that live to just move on. If that moving on means don't talk, don't come to my live, or you want to come to my live but you don't want to talk for a bit, or whatever it is, but I just want you guys to hear it from my heart. I'm truly sorry. Can I go back and say sorry to everyone? I'm not there yet, maybe in a bit, but right now I'm not there to like kind of go individually and say sorry, but I am sorry. I am. I'm proud of myself. I was a nurse for 30 years. I gave and gave to people and helped a lot of people. Right now I'm doing everything I can to help these people. Carolina and Tennessee, Georgia, Virginia. We got a lot done. Raised over $10,000 at our church. We're getting gift cards that I'm so proud of. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you. Congratulations. Seriously, congratulations. And I hope you're like truly proud of that, because you know, sometimes we do a lot of great things in the world, but we're still not feeling fulfilled in ourselves. So if that's the case, my suggestion is just get fulfilled in yourself. It's not about how much money you're raising. I know that's like amazing and like you're helping people, and it's true. Like this is unfreaking real. Like I'm not saying it's not, but I'm just saying because I know some people, if you're not fulfilled, get fulfilled. Not for like from other people, from you, you know? However you need to feel fulfilled and within yourself, you know? The fact that you're owning it's enough. Thank you guys, thank you. Yeah, I wasn't proud of that live at all. Man, I felt sick. I was feeling sick for days, bro. Even leading to that live, I don't know what I was doing. I think I was looking for validation in the wrong way, like my therapist says. I was seeing things wrong. Like someone could even Rebecca can send a heart, Synth could send thank you for the apology, and I would still take that wrong. I'd be like, who are you guys, my mother? Oh, you guys are talking to me like this, like this. Like I was very angry, and I'm sorry, like very sorry. Liz with 50 subs. Thank you so much, Liz. Thank you. Man, I guess did I start getting mad? Of course. I'm done with getting mad. I won't be getting mad. Yeah, it wasn't nice, and I know people are hurt from that. So I'm very sorry. Because it wasn't nice, and that's not the will that you guys came to follow. You guys came to follow the nice guy that wants better for people and etc. And I think that was just kind of like, wow, I've been supporting you, following you for years, and for you to just kind of treat me like that is just so disrespectful, you know, very disrespectful, and I'm sorry, you know. Yeah, there's no reason to feel upset, Peta. Like, for me, what I realize is there's no reason to feel upset. Like, if I'm upset with one of you, I'm just gonna, like, kind of say why I'm upset in a nice way. Like, just be like, hey, guys, I don't really agree on this, and then we can talk about that. Like, there's no reason for me to, like, lash out and just be, like, yelling, and, like, that is just so, you know? Why did it just delete that comment? AI mod. Just reading quick. I think I was being like dishonest. I think I was being dishonest. And I think I started off very honest, and I think I was being dishonest, and I think it was eating me, and I think I was just taking it out on you guys. And what was that dishonesty? I don't really understand it. I think I was trying to like hide or something. I was being very, very weird, and so I'm sorry. Thank you, darling Nikki. When you take accountability, you take control. Yeah, you know, you gotta take control of like your own life, and you gotta admit your wrongs. And cause trust me, you're being totally weird. Yeah, I was being weird. I am not proud of it. And I'm sorry, and I have no idea. I think, honestly, guys, this is what happened. I got famous, and I signed with IMG. And as I signed with IMG, I thought I was on top of the world. And then I realized I'm still human. I've still made mistakes, and I've still been like not the perfect person. And I know no one has, but I just didn't feel like I deserved it. And as that feeling came in, it ate me up. It was like a monster eating me. And I kept thinking like all these things, like, oh, I gotta go repay this friend, I gotta go think about this, and it just ate me and ate me and ate me. And then I literally lost IMG, something that I dreamed of doing and having fun through 21 to 24. I could have been having all these girls, models, freaking fun. I met Wayne Gretzky. I did so many amazing things, but I just couldn't take full advantage of that situation, and it really ate me. And I lost it, you know, and I just started and I think with that, it just, you know, it just kind of keeps eating you like cancer, you know, basically. Like cancer. That's why they say when you stress too much, it's like you can get cancer from it. But yeah, that's what it was kind of doing. Cancer's scary, very scary. Holy, even just saying it out loud scares me. But yeah, you know, it can keep eating you, or you can move on. And I'm trying to just move on from it. You weren't ready, exactly, and I don't know what my future holds. I really don't. I was writing that in my book. I don't know what I want. I don't know what the future holds, but I just want to feel good. I want to feel good within myself. Like, of course, I would love, like, having a wife and kids one day and all this, but I don't know if that's even gonna happen. I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm young and stuff, but you don't know. Like, there's people, like, who knows if I'll ever find someone that I really like? Who knows? You know, you can't really just like rely your life on that. So it's like, I need to like just literally like live my life now and just be who I am and just figure it out. And we never know anything, you know? Like you said, we never know anything. But I've always wanted like something that can save me and just make me happy. But the only person that's saving you and making you happy is you know? Yeah, maybe God. See, we don't really know. Like, it's all maybe. And that's why the only thing that we can actually do is control how we feel today and our decisions today. Because nobody knows, guys. If you guys are looking for an answer, you guys aren't going to find an answer. Because there's so many. Like I said, the world's infinity. It's constantly going. We're never gonna find that answer that we're going. But you just gotta kind of do your best, you know? The answer is within, exactly. Exactly. Okay, now we gotta play that Flamingo song because it's so good. Dude, I missed my... Sorry, I'm like yelling now. I missed my... So I kept doing my password wrong on my phone. So first it was like 1 minute, then it was like 5 minutes, then it was like 15 minutes. I'm like, okay, I know my password, but I just like, I have like 3 phones, so like different... Dude, it got to 8 hours, guys. I got it all the way up to 8 hours. And then when I got it back, I messed it up again. But thank God, for some reason, it didn't like go to like 24 hours. So I was like, holy, thank you.
You gotta be doing two things at once. You gotta have fun while getting funds.
Yo, guys, listen to this. Ready? Listen how sick this is, okay, guys? Ready? Who's ready? Tell me when you're ready. It makes sense. It makes sense what funds. You know when they say funds? This is how I'm living my life, though, guys. I'm living my life like this, which is really thankful to you guys. Here we go. Ready?
You gotta be doing two things at once. You gotta have fun while getting funds. I said, oh, what that mean? Like, can you explain it? He said, hey, listen, whatever you do, it can't just be one or another. You can't just be having fun. When you get to a certain point in your life, you can't just be having fun. I'm like, yo, sometimes I like to be having fun. He said, yeah, but you can have fun while getting funds. He said, if it don't make sense if you just doing funds and you're not having fun, don't do that shit. Don't do nothing that's gonna get you funds without having fun. He said, if you having fun and getting funds, then that's right up your alley.
That's sick, dude. What's that guy's name? Flamingo? No. Oh, what was that guy's name, guys? The guy with the sick music? Flamingo? It's not Flamingo. Dried mangoes or something? The guy with the guitar? Let's see if anyone remembers that. I don't know if anyone will remember that. Something mango. Oh, flawed. Flawed. Thank you. Who said that? Flawed mangoes. I want to put like my own like voice on this beat. Like that beat is so good. Like I was singing when I was having a bad night, and I feel like Jesus was there with me, and I was literally like, imagine putting your words on this. That's probably my favorite one, maybe. Actually, let's see. Thanks, Casey. Ivan was a great guy. R.I.P. to Ivan Bart, but he was an amazing guy, man. I would text him late at night and be like, Ivan, do you think I can do it? And he would write me the nicest messages. He'd be like, Will, I believe in you so much. He said, I'm just waiting for you. And it's just so sad that he's gone, but like, I'm just grateful to have been friends with that guy, Ivan Bart. He loved me, man. October 2nd, a day I'll never forget. Guys, it is the beginning to the winter arc. So, make the most out of every day. And this isn't about proving to anyone. This is about proving to you, man. I don't care what you've been through, mistakes you've made, things that some people say, you know what? Frick that guy. You know, there's so much hate in the world. People will be like, I hate you. You deserve this. You deserve this. Like, they'll say things that you just want to literally die. But you know what? Believe in yourself, bro. You and God, and that's it. Seriously. You and God. Be proud of you from what you're doing today, what you learned, how you want to grow. Seriously. Do you. Do you. Okay? Jesus died for our sins, man. Jesus died for our sins. Because he knows we're all just human, bro. With feelings. And hurt. Alright? I just got smoked. Cal, thank you. This guy's so good, dude. Like, I feel like this guy was just in his room one day, like, just feeling in his feels. And he's like, bro, I'm gonna let this guitar make me feel better. And I think he was just like literally playing the heartstrings. So beautiful, bro. Damn. You got smoked again. Dude, this guy's dead. Let's go get him. This like brings me back, bro, to every like feeling I thought. Brings me back to when I felt so alive. When I felt so alive, bro, thinking about everything, like, you know, it's so nice. Thank you guys.
Yes, hello.
This one's good too. What has been the happiest time of your life? I think when I was playing hockey and I had a girlfriend and I just loved. Like, I loved life. I was just kind of like, damn, bro, this is what I want forever. Like, to love, bro. You know? Do what I love. And obviously some nights get deep and sad, but it's just so much better to be like sad and feel than to not feel at all. It's better to feel than not feel at all. You know? So, it's just good to feel. Total monthly gifted subs. We got 98 subs. Wait, 98? 98 monthly gifted subs, I think. But then under here it says gifted subscriptions, 362. Confusing. Yeah. Okay, wait, 98 gifted subs. The month just turned over. Yeah, it's October 2nd. Oh, true, October 2nd. October 2nd. Yeah, I thought I got well over 100. That's why sometimes it can be confusing. That's why I contact my guy at the bank. I think I'm gonna talk to him today too, just to make sure like it's actually going into my all that stuff, because sometimes it's so confusing. Or what day it goes in. But I'll ask him. Do you feel better about today? Explain yourself. Yes, I do. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, or like soon, I'm gonna go downstairs and get my phone quick. But I think I'm gonna take a break pretty soon. I'm getting a little tired, and then I could maybe be back later. But I'll let you guys know. Darling Nikki with the 5 gifted subs. Okay, let's see this. Let's see if it went up. No, it didn't go up. Sometimes it stalls. I'm gonna get my phone though, okay? Be right back. We can go on TikTok live for a bit. I'll go on TikTok live every time I leave. So going on TikTok. Alright guys, I'm gonna let you guys go for now. Take a little break. Darling Nikki, thank you for the 5 gifted. But yeah, I might see you guys later. Not too sure. I'm just gonna kind of dive into my stuff for a little bit. Thank you guys so much, obviously, for being here, supporting all of the above. Like, it means so much to me. So thank you. Have an amazing day. Focus on yourself. You know, life can be hard. You guys are probably gonna go on TikTok after this and see everything going on with the war and everything. But don't let that scare you, because it's life. It will never, sadly, I don't think, it's just life, right? But just try to make yourself feel decent and work on yourself, you know? Love you guys, and hopefully see you in a bit. All right? Bye, guys.